Thank you, everybody. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for joining. I would like to call to order the meeting of the Governor's Commission on African Affairs on this day, Monday, 28th of July, 2025. I would like to do a roll call. Commissioner Ajayi.
Present.
Commissioner Adedana.
She emailed that she wasn't finished well and asked for an excuse absence.
Okay. Commissioner Gelatu. Chair Vincent present. Commissioner Gordon.
Present.
Commissioner Barry.
Present.
Commissioner Commissioner Marifat. Okay, not present. Commissioner Wambui.
I'm here.
Commissioner McCabe. Commissioner Gordon, Commissioner Jones. Commissioner Darcy.
Present.
Commissioner Adeoju.
Present.
Commissioner Jones. Blank Jones. Commissioner Asong said he sent a message. He has a bad fever, so he couldn't attend today.
And then for Commissioner Blank, she's on sabbatical in Tanzania.
Okay. Commissioner Atabong.
Present.
Okay, good. That completes the roll call. So we have a quorum, so we can proceed. The next order of business is the welcome remark and opening remark for the chair. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, commissioners, for joining the meeting. Thank you, Director Brown and Ms. Cheryl, for all the amazing work that you guys are doing, making sure that we're up to speed about everything going on, not just on the state, but also with the commission. I also want to thank everybody that is joining that is not a commissioner. Welcome. And so that you get a praise with how we do business with the commission and also all the other exciting things we have coming up. Mostly, we're going to talk about some of our upcoming events and things that we've done in the past. So you're welcome to listen in. And even though you cannot contribute through speaking, but we'll see your comments. And if there are any questions you have, please put it on the comment box. We'll be able to address it as the meeting goes along. So without further ado, I would like to ask for a motion. Is there any late additions to the agenda? All right, I'll ask for a motion to adopt the agenda. I know all of you have already looked at the agenda, so.
Motion to adopt the agenda. Do you have a second? Anyone?
I second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
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 All opposed? Okay, the ayes have it, so the agenda is so adopted. The next order of business is the approval of the minutes. Any late addition? Dr. Brown?
No late additions were made. Did we get the minutes out to the committee early, Cheryl?
Yes, we did.
Yep. So no, everything that we sent out before, Mr. Chair, you have.
Okay, all right, ask for a motion to adopt the adopt the minute, approval of the minutes. Commissioners,
Motion to approve the minutes.
I second.
any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
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 Any nays? Okay, the ayes have it. The minutes is here approved. The next order of business is Gosia remark. I don't know if our Executive Director, Reverend Walker is here, but we have it at the next order of business.
Yeah, he's not on right now, Mr. Chair.
Okay, so we move on to the next, which is our elegant and outspoken Dr. Brown.
Thank you, Mr.
Okay.
Chair. Welcome, commissioners. Good to see you all. It's been a little time, but we're back as usual. Thank you for everybody that joined in under Maureen's name, because we know Maureen's always doing the most, and I love her. So if you're here for the first time, welcome. This is our third meeting of the year, so welcome. Thank you for joining us. Commissioners, we are less than 90 days away from September, and we know how September is. We have 3 major events coming up in September, which starting off with our health fair with co-chairs Tope and Dr. Audubon. They are moving swiftly, so things are coming out. They got a flyer that needs to be approved. That's on me. That will be done soon. I apologize. It'll be done soon as we get it. And then after that is the 13th, Maureen, which will be our celebration on where the community comes together. We will be in the health fair will be in Prince George's County. The celebration on the 13th is at Howard County Community College. The next event after that will be our business expo, which will be at Randallstown Community Center. So we have a very packed beginning of September, and that's not including everything that I know that we're going to either participate in, walk in, and everything. Mr. Chair, the Burtonsville Parade reached out to me to ask the commissioners if they would be honored to walk in the parade on the, I think it's the 13th.
21st.
21st. Okay, get the 21st. So commissioners, we need about a good 4 or 5 of you with some good walking shoes and some very festive dressing for that day, because they want to have a diverse community. So they reached out to me to participate, ask you to participate in that parade on the 21st. So if you are able and willing to do it, let us know, and then I'll get with Mr. Chair, and then we can figure out if we can see if one of the principals would escort us in the walk.
Dr. Brown, what time is it?
It's the parade starts at 10 a.m. So it's from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. at Paint Branch High School.
Thank
you. You're welcome. So September, I know we probably gonna have a calendar also, so as sooner the better on the calendar, so we can figure out where we are, where we need it. This is the first meeting from the executive order, and I'll let the chair talk about that later, that we have 15 members. So congratulations on continuing the work. The new executive order started over in January 2025. So you got a reset button, and here we are, starting the new 4 years on the new executive order and the good work that you are continuing to do. So thank you all for your service, and thank you all for saying that you will continue to do the work for the state and the commission. I appreciate all of you and all the things that you do. So, Mr. Chair, that is it for me and my report.
Thank you so much, Dr. Brown, and it's been an honor, serving with you and seeing you all over the state at the events that the community has. And one of the things that I appreciate about you is that you show up, even if it's a last minute call. And even though Maureen calls us usually at last minutes, but you show up. So thank you.
You're welcome. No problem. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
All right, the next order of business is the subcommittee reports, and for people that are not part of the commission are listening in. So on the applicant on our commission, we have several subcommittees, which is divided according to the governor's initiative. So these subcommittees do give reports on some of the meetings and events that are coming up that they have planned. So usually we have the subcommittees chairs give a report on things that they are doing, how they're doing it, and and report to the greater commission. So, but in looking at the current commissioners, some things may have changed because some people that are now serving will probably have to recalibrate the composition of some of the subcommittees, but we will still move forward and adjust ourselves as we go along. But we'll start with the art and culture subcommittee, and which is led by no other than our fabulous Fatmata Berry. Commissioner Berry, over to you.
Hello,
Sorry, I'm in a joyous mood. I just came back from
I
Europe.
see that.
So
We see that. You need to be taking us on those trips. Thank you very much. So we can be joyous. So I don't have a lot to report this time around. We've had maybe 1 or 2 meetings, the last couple of meetings, initially because we didn't know who was going to be part of the commission during the break. And then the last meeting, unfortunately, people were unavailable to attend, but Cheryl did join me in the meeting. So we had some good conversation. But that's about it. Yeah, for the culture. Don't have much to report.
all right, thank you, Commissioner Berry. Unfortunately, for the business, okay, all right. So for the the economic development, Commissioner Song is sick, but I think probably Commissioner Darcy probably have something to report on that.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Yes, we do have an update. The business conference is going to be on September 19. I'm sorry, I have so many dates. I see the way Dr. Brown is looking at me. September 19 at the Randallstown Community Center. We are making great progress in terms of the planning. The save the date flyer is out, and we are currently working on the final flyer that will go on the registration portal so that we can disseminate that information into the public, to the community for those who are interested to register, and that will give us a head count on how many people we should expect so that we plan the logistics accordingly. In terms of how the day will unfold, there is a draft of the agenda that is still at the GOSI office right now. So hopefully by then it will be finalized. And also Dr. Brown and Ms. Sherry, who've also been working on sending out invitations for some of the speakers that will be on the panel, different panel discussion sessions. It's going to be a very informative business seminar that covers topics ranging from you wanting to start a business in the state of Maryland, what are the resources that are available for businesses in the state, from your municipal all the way to the state government, how to do business with the state of Maryland or between US and Africa. We already have a broker who has confirmed to be a speaker. So I think Commissioner Yodit had asked the question or had proposed during our last meeting to identify a speaker that will speak on importing goods from Africa. And we we took that into consideration and we were able to identify a speaker who is an expert in that field, and he has confirmed. And I know that is a sector in our community that a lot of people want to acquire that information in terms of business growth. So there is also information on how should I say, we have speaker lined up from the Secretary of State, video remarks. We've requested for video remarks or letters from elected officials at the federal level. So we're keeping our fingers crossed, hoping that the calendar will be they'll be available on that date to either appear physically or send us a word through a video remarks or through a letter. In terms of other logistics for food and sponsorship, there's already a sponsorship package is in the portal for the commissioners to have access to it and also send it out to potential sponsors. I do understand that there are several ways by which an individual or a business can sponsor through in-kind or in cash, but they have to complete the sponsorship form so that that can be in the records. Dr. Brown or Ms. Sherry, I don't know if I'm missing any other item, but that's all for now. If I did, please add on.
No, I think you did an amazing job. Nothing to add there, Dr. Desai.
Thank you. Ms. Sherry? Okay. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Mr. Chair, back to you.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Darcy. As President Kennedy said, ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. I think as you guys probably were following the news, that the state does need economic injection in terms of some of the deficit news that we've been hearing. So a forum like this is important because that helps us attract business to the state of Maryland, because that's part of what we have to do to help the governor and the state attract business to the state of Maryland. Forum like this help inform people that don't also live in the state on why you should come and do business in Maryland. And so this is critically important, not just as an exercise for people that live in Maryland, but also to invite business leaders and owners that may not live in the state to come and listen, and probably they'll bring that business to the state of Maryland. So please, when the flyer does come out, share it everywhere because we are not just targeting businesses in Maryland, but also businesses, African businesses that are outside of the state, so that they can listen, and maybe one or two people will relocate their businesses here. So thank you, Dr. Darcy, and we'll continue to help. And one of the other important parts is that we have to talk to businesses that we know to sponsor, because it takes money to get these things done. So thank you. The next subcommittee is Education and Workforce Development. I think that's Terry Jones, Dr. Terry Jones. I don't know if he's here.
Mr. Chair.
Yes.
Hi, this is Maureen. I have my hand up and Dr. Brown has his hand up. I have an update on the business side.
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
No, you're fine. So also part of the business subcommittee, we do have another setup. The business subcommittee is going to have a table at the African Heritage Festival in Laurel in August 23rd. August 23rd. So we're going to have a table there as a way of trying to reach out to the businesses and the vendors and the small businesses and people coming in, so that we can try and also share the information about the upcoming September 19th event. So we're going to have a table at that cultural event.
Thank you so much. And that's one of the ways that we can also advertise it and get people to know about it. Thank you. Dr. Brown?
Just a point of clarity right quick, Mr. Chair. I know commissioners, I love you, but if you can turn your video on when we take a vote, this is a public meeting, Need to see your beautiful faces. So when we take the votes, please have your cameras on, please. That's all I had. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Dr. Brown. So the next subcommittee is health, and we will turn it over to, is it Dr. Tope or Dr. Atabong? So Mr. Tope, Commissioner Tope, if you don't mind, is it, who is reporting? Because I know you guys are co-chairs. So you take the lead, and or Dr. Atabong.
Hello, Chairman. Sorry, you froze for a second there. I'm not sure if it was just me or if
Sorry,
anyone else.
guys. Tope, I'll run it.
Go ahead.
I was trying to unmute. Sorry, guys.
Okay. All right. Okay, Dr. Atabong, go ahead.
So you all know we have our health fair September 6th, Saturday from 9 a.m. to about 4 p.m. at the Reed AME Temple in Glendale. And so once that flyer has been confirmed, I am personally, between myself and Tope, will be texting you the flyer to share with your various groups. Yes. Because, yes, I know sometimes with the email, a lot of us have like 4 and 5 emails, and y'all not going to get that flyer till the week of. So you be expecting a very friendly text and flyer from myself this week, because that flyer will be confirmed this week. To gain traction, we have so far, we have secured about almost 10 vendors already. So once we also, because they're waiting for the sponsorship package. So once we've got that, then we'll be on our way. But we're super excited. We will have 2 panel discussions. The theme is Nourish to Flourish, where we are looking to infuse food into health and wealth. So we will have vendors, we will have 2 panels, and then we're looking to secure our keynote very soon. So it'll be very interactive. And again, just like the business conference, very informative for our immigrants who are in the community, who are looking to get insured, be it medical and dental, where to get resources. We'll have some folks from GW for clinical trials as well, for those that might be interested in those types of things. Unfortunately, food was an issue because of licensing. So we won't be able to have like fresh food present. However, we will have a lot of resources, and we can at least do drinks that are bottled and covered. Did I miss anything, Commissioner Tope?
You pretty much covered all the bases. I was also going to just buttress what Commissioner Maureen said in terms of seizing this opportunity for our commission to be present at the African Heritage Festival as a way to increase the awareness of the upcoming health conference, the Nourish to Flourish Health Conference. So we strongly encourage as many people as possible within the commission, as well as friends of the commission, to spread awareness about the festival, and especially have folks come check out the African Affairs Commission while they're on the festival grounds. Would really appreciate that tremendously.
Yeah, you're right, Commissioner Tope. I think as a commission, we should try and support each other's events. So for sure, you all know that we will be expecting all of your beautiful, fine faces at our health fair. And in turn, we shall be at Commissioner Maureen's event. We will be at the business conference. We're gonna be at everything. So September is a busy month for this commission. So no vacation, be present.
Yeah. Thank you. And as you guys have already said, health is wealth. And I actually have an in-law that had a stroke, and a massive stroke, and a couple of days ago is still intubated. So it's critically important, and he's an African man, and these diagnoses are things that people know ahead of time and do not take the needed precaution. So it's critically important that we continue to encourage, especially our African men, to take their health very seriously. And I think one of the suggestions that and things that we're gonna do is to take the flyers to some of our mega churches. And to broadcast it in those places, because I think that will be for me, the easiest way, the mosque and also the churches to for them to put it on their announcements and hopefully get more people there. So thank you so much, the outstanding Commissioner Tokwe and Madam Matavong for the great work, and we'll support as much as you need us. Thank you.
Thank you.
And last but not least,
I was just going to add one thing. I wanted to seize the opportunity to also acknowledge, our grassroots partners to help stimulate momentum for the Nourish to Flourish conference. The Teaching Arts Institute, of Maryland, they were instrumental in helping us get some fantastic speakers during Africa Restaurant Week. And I just want to seize a moment to thank them, since giving gratitudes. Truly appreciate their effort, and hopefully we'll be able to get an invitation out to them, to support the September event. That'll be fantastic as well, if we can get them on board.
thank you, Commissioner Tokwe.
Thank you, sir.
As they say, we keep the best for the last, and this is a special committee on the September event, and we'll turn it over to Commissioner Barry.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Maureen's gonna do the thing because we've been meeting as a committee, but this woman has been so amazing. I'm gonna let her do the reporting, if you don't mind, Chair Iwanage.
No, I mean, again, once we hand it over to Maureen, I think that will be the end of the meeting, but Commissioner Maureen.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So before I forget, I know Kemi put up the flyer in the chat. If you can all check it out for the African Heritage Festival, that's where we will have a table, and we'll be more so talking about the upcoming events. We have the health and fair, we have the business, and we have the African Heritage Month celebration. So we plan on getting out that information during that this festival, and we would like everybody to show up. This is an awesome festival. I've been to some of their festivals, and they're very big and awesome. Okay, so going on to the African Heritage Month celebration. So it will be on September 13th, 1-3, and it's gonna be at the Howard Community College. It's in the new building, a very beautiful building. So that's where we will be. And so right now we are working on the flyer. Dr. Brown is gonna update us on that. It's gonna come out very soon. And then we would like all the commissioners to come on board. We need volunteers for that event. And of course, all the other events, we need commissioners to show up. We need all the help we can get. Right now, we're still working on the menu. So the plan is to have probably we are looking at maybe 200 attendees. If we can have more, that's awesome too. But right now we're working on getting restaurants on board. We will send out, and we've already sent out some sponsorship letters to some of our partners, but we are gonna send out an official email to all the commissioners with a sponsorship letter so that you can share it in your circles, because we need all the sponsorship we can get for that celebration. We need businesses to come on board. There's opportunity for vendors to come in. Fingers crossed, getting the governor on board and other officials on board. So it's gonna be huge and better than last year. So yes, For the African Heritage Month subcommittee, did I leave out anything? Dr. Darcy, Commissioner Yode, did I leave out anything?
Just to add on to what Commissioner Maureen has said, we are also working on developing the agenda for the day, because given that we are using a county government building, we want to make sure that we maximize the allocated time that we've been offered to use the premises, and then also to have the agenda to attach to the letter of invitations that we are going to send to speakers as well as the elected officials. So for our next meeting, we will work on the agenda and then discuss it over during our next meeting, and then send it over to the GOSI office, to Dr. Brown and Sherry, for their feedback. And then also, I think we are also going to redevelop the proclamation itself, because please correct me if I'm wrong, do we have to do one each year, or we are just going by the first one the governor had signed? Commissioner Barry?
We're doing one each year.
Yeah, so we're going to work on that as well and have it ready for that day. And then for community members that are participating in the meetings today, if you belong to any cultural group that you would like for your cultural group to perform, please get in contact with Commissioner, either myself, Commissioner Barry, or Commissioner Maureen, either one of us. If you know either one of us, please let us know so that we can also include you in the program, because we want to see exhibition of African culture in all its beautiful ways. That's all that I have to add. Again, sponsorship. Each of the events have a sponsorship package. If you are a business owner and you're participating in this forum today and you would like to sponsor, please contact us and we will send you the sponsorship package and also direct you on how to complete it and how to send in your sponsorship, being in kind or in cash.
Is it possible to, for other commissioners that do not know the budget, to share the budget with everybody so that the rest of the commission know what we're up against in terms of fundraising? Because the sponsorships are critically important for us to be able to get to the target that we have. As they say in my local parlance, they say good soup na money make 'em. So a good soup, you know, you have, it is money that produces it. So if we want to have an out of this world event, we have to have be able to raise money through sponsorship to be able to.
Oh, you're frozen.
Yeah, so just to respond to that, Mr. Chair, Ms. Sherry had created a, can you all hear me? Yeah, to respond to your concern, Ms. Sherry had created a folder in the Google Drive where all the commissioner can access it. And right there you have the sponsorship for the different events. So depending on the event and how big the committees want it to be, I think then they can come up with a budget on that. But the most important thing is to make sure that to have sponsorship that can cover it.
No, I think he's asking for us to share our budget with the rest of the
Okay, for
commissioners.
the
So they will
13 events.
see. Yeah, so
Okay.
that they can see what we need to spend money on, and so that all the rest of the commissioners will know what we need funding for, so they can help us get the funding.
This
All right, thank
information
you.
will,
Mhm.
this information will be kept in the shared folder
Okay.
for commissioners to go to the shared folder if they want to retrieve any information, but not to be shared with, outside of the commission.
Of course, no, definitely, and that's why I was specific with the commissioners, because we're gonna be knocking on those doors, as Commissioner Aftabong said about sharing her flyer. I'm gonna be calling on everybody to help get the sponsorships because we will need it. We are not gonna rely on one or two commissioners to carry the load. Everybody has to participate. I know everybody knows somebody, right? So. And our community, they love to participate in things like this. So I'll be calling everybody.
Ms. Sherry, I have a concern. So because most cash sponsorship would not be tax deductible. That might be a challenge to some of our business owners. So for people, some of the potential donors that have that concern, how do we address it?
As far as I know, because we're a nonprofit, it isn't tax
Mhm.
deductible because we're not a 501c3, but they can go to their tax accountants or experts that they have their taxes done with, and they can seek to see if they can deduct it. But to our knowledge, it isn't. And that's what exactly it does state in the sponsorship letter.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, Commissioner,
Yes, so to piggyback on Commissioner Darcy's inquiry, is there a scenario where a community partner that has a nonprofit with a tax exempt status can receive donations on behalf of the commission?
You want to know if they can receive sponsorship?
Right, so as to be able to maybe extend exempt status for events that might be planned or hosted.
I think
In other words,
where Commissioner Tope is going with that is if a nonprofit organization could sort of play an agent of the commission in putting together events, and that nonprofit is sort of the agent who can receive donations that are tax deductible and work in collaboration with the commission. So sort of like we do here in Montgomery County with the African Affairs Advisory Group, we always have the Pan-African Festival. We're not doing it this year for one reason or another, but we are working in concert with the All Cameroonian Cultural Development Foundation, and ACCDF has the 501c3. So we work with them. They work in collaboration with the African Affairs Advisory Group, but they are a nonprofit and they lead basically in collaboration, but we all work together to put this thing together. So something to that effect, I think it might be what he may be referring to.
Yes,
Is that possible at the state level?
I'm following. Okay, in that case, I believe so. But this would have been brought up of picking, choosing your nonprofit, and then they would be partnering with us and, creating this event. So they would be a partner. If they collect $10,000, they would be the ones dealing with purchasing the food and all that. We would not be involved in something like that because the money went into their hands. So they have to be the ones doing the expense, purchasing and all that. So they would definitely be a partner.
all right, thank you very much, Commissioner Fatmata, as well as Cheryl, for helping me shine better understanding. Perhaps after the call, you'll be gracious enough to share some information that could facilitate such a partnership between a nonprofit organization and the commission. I'd appreciate that very much.
Thank you.
okay. All right, so I think I don't know if we've exhausted everything on the September event, but yeah, I think I have to also elaborate again the importance of the sponsorships and for us to have this event and the grand style that it deserves. So I'll be calling on everybody individually and getting your commitments on what you can do from your networks. So thank you. The next order of business are public events. So I don't know if there are public events that we need to highlight apart from the amazing Kemi's event in Anne Arundel County. If there are other public events we need to highlight. Oh, okay. Commissioner Maureen, you have your hand up.
Dr. Brown was first.
Okay. Dr. Brown, I was doing ladies first, but okay. Dr. Brown.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We know about Kemi's and we discussed, I don't know if it was in maybe Commissioner Berry's subcommittee, but we talked about getting a citation for the Kunta Kinte Festival. So I don't know if that was still on the board, but if one of the commissioners would do me a favor and put it in so I can follow up, because we're around that time where we need to be in. And commissioners, remember the events that's coming up in August. We have a few, and I'll send those out to you. If you're participating in any events between the 1st of August and the end of September, please let me know. Remember, we highlight this season of the summer, we highlight everything we pretty much strongly do for our reporting the following year. So our reporting was very strong, and Mr. Chair, that report will be coming out soon about all the things we did. I'll let you know when it's approved. But remember, if you're going to participate in these events, this is the time to start putting them in on the GOSI side. So
Yeah.
let me know what you're going, what you're participating in, and how you're doing it. But I just wanted to highlight the Kunta Kinte one, and don't forget about the parade and Kimmy's on August 23rd. I know Kimmy's on here. August 23rd for everybody here publicly. That's my birthday, so they throwing me a party. I just wanted y'all to
Yes.
know. So everybody come join me as we out here and celebrating my birthday on August 23rd. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. And now, to Commissioner Wambui.
Thank you. And yes, we will need volunteers for that event, August 23rd. We need all the commissioners we can get, and of course, for all the other events also. I want to highlight there's an event for AfriThrive, and they requested to collaborate with us, the Commission, African Affairs Commission. The event is going to be September 27th, so it's the last weekend of September, and we need commissioners to show up, please. The event is at the Black Rock Center for the Arts. It's going to be in Germantown. That will be from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. It is all about Taste of Africa. So they're going to showcase different, they deal with food. So they're going to showcase a lot of different foods from all over Africa. So, and that's going to be September 27th, 5 to 10 p.m. at the Black Rock Center for the Arts. And the commissioners are going to collaborate with them on this event. Thank you.
Commissioner Maureen, quick question. Is that event in collaboration with the Sankofa Foundation? The Taste of Africa event?
No, that's a different one. That's another event for Taste of Africa, Sankofa, Children's Museum. I can't remember the date, but I'm going to put it up on the chat. They also have an event coming up. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Commissioner Wambui. And as a side note, I've had 3 meetings with some of the ambassadors here in Washington. And one of the things that everybody echoes is their optimism to have an investment forum here in Washington, and also to partner with the commission. So I'm going to have probably a private meeting with the business subcommittee to bring you guys up to speed and figure out how we partner with them, because it's not just going to showcase what we do in the commission, but I think that there's going to be some actionable investments that may come to the state of Maryland from that. We've had that conversation with the ambassador of Chad, the ambassador of Ivory Coast, and also Zambia. And but I'll have that. I'll have a meeting with the chair of this business subcommittee, and then figure out how we partner with them, and how we move forward. Dr. Brown.
Mr. Chair, before I forget, I wanted to say thank everybody that participated with helping with the Mandela Fellows this year. They highly appreciate it. UMBC highly appreciate it. Special thanks out to Commissioner Yodet and Commissioner Shola for being a panelist. Thanks everybody who showed up to the dinner, the farewell, the welcome. as to share they enjoyed everything that we had to offer and wanted us to do a little bit more next year, with maybe some of our commissioners being sponsors for next year's event and being a little more a part of that. And I know it's some of the commissioners made connections with some of the students this year or some of the fellows this year. So I just wanted to make sure I say that and thank everybody for participating. And we're going to do it again next year as long as, you know, the federal government has it. So we'll do our thing there. So thanks everybody again.
Thank you, Dr. Brown, and thank you everybody that participated. Commissioner Barry.
Yes, so there is a Sierra Leone Diaspora Investment Conference that's happening at the Silver Spring Civic Center. I think it'll be good for some of us to check it out if you can. It's not free, but you know, it'd be a good way to kind of see how they do it. And I can also connect you, Chair, with the woman who's doing it.
Okay.
And she does it every year, and it's been a successful event, and I think it'd be a good way to good person maybe to work with or talk to as we work towards doing a larger African Diaspora Investment Conference.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I would definitely be there. Thank you. Commissioner Wambui.
Yes, thank you. I didn't want to go without recognizing the Mandela Fellow from Cote d'Ivoire. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right. Her name is Anais. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But on top of that, I wanted to say the events for the Mandela Fellows, it was great as usual. Every year is bigger and bigger. And the commission just having, partnering with them, with UMBC, I think that's a great way forward. But I also wanted to highlight that as commissioners, that's a very good way of us connecting with the diaspora fellows from back home. When they come here, it's a great way to continue supporting them and even doing a follow-up with them. I personally do a follow-up with some of the Kenyan fellows, and I try and help and support them as much as I can, because when they go back home, they still want us to support them with access to resources to guide them in how they can even be better connectors with their communities back home. So I would urge commissioners to continue diving in and following up with these fellows so that we can continue the partnerships between the US and the diaspora in Africa. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Wambui. I think, Dr. Brown, I think this is something that we have to suggest to UMBC in line with what this year's event, that if we can get the list and countries that are involved early, maybe we can get the embassies also to have an additional event where they can host some of the participants at the embassy. Because of course, they also, this is their home country, and then the ambassadors represent those countries here. So it's actually, thank you, Anais, for being on the ground. That's one of the things that, you know, she wanted to do, but the ambassador wasn't available. So that would be something that we can suggest to them if they can give it to us like a month or a month and a half early, so that we can contact those embassies and plan like a visit, a day that they visit their embassies in Washington, D.C. So thank you. Commissioner Tupper.
Yeah, I just wanted to piggyback on what Commissioner Maureen said, because she does have a very valid point. I remember there was a gentleman from Kenya who was a graduate of the Mandela Fellow, and he had reached out. We kept in touch, and he had a project for this tiniest library project. And as time went on, I said, you know what, let me share some resources with you. and are given access to an extensive list of Kenyan organizations that are here in the US. And it would be fantastic if we could have those sorts of success stories to tell and report on. And I found out that the way the fellowship works is usually once they graduate, then it's on to the next cohort. But it'll be great if we can seize the opportunity to kind of like document some of those engagements beyond that one time that the young fellow was here in the US. And then another thing that came to mind in terms of events taking place in August, there is the opportunity for us to also drive engagement with the academic community. University of Lagos, they're having an alumni event in Gaithersburg this weekend. And then there's also the Afro Flavor Festival, which are looking to do their sophomore event in Frederick. So I'll be happy to share those details on the chat or perhaps via email for the rest of the commissioners to be aware of. Thanks, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you, Commissioner Tope. And okay, so I also just got an invitation that I'll have to share with all the commissioners. So we've been invited to the Miss Africa USA pageant coronation ceremony, and this is on September 6th. This will be at Bowie Center for Performing Arts from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. So this is not a maiden event, but this is an event that the promoter has done for several years. So I will share with all the commissioners and see who can attend. So they send us an official. I just got it, an official invitation. So I'll share with Ms. Cheryl so that she can share with everybody. Thank you. All right, so I don't know if any other business. If not, we'll go to the next agenda will be closing remarks.
A quick question about information from, like, for what you shared, Mr. Chair. Can we, if we've been made aware of certain events in the community, can we just go ahead and share it, or do we have to send it to someone prior to? Like, get approval to share, or we can just share it within our various emails? That's okay.
Are you talking about a commission event, or are you talking about just an event that's
a non-commission event? Like, for example, you shared the Lady Kate has her Miss Africa USA event on the 6th. So I can just go ahead and send an email about that to everyone within the commission.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And because again, you're inviting the commission for people to
Support.
attend. Yeah, support and attend. Yes. So
Okay.
once it's not a commission, yeah.
I have a question real quick. Sorry to interrupt.
Sorry, Commissioner Darcy, before Commissioner Barry had a hand up. Sorry.
Yeah, just real quick. It's not an invite. It's just an information sharing. The Guinean community, they do it every year. They're having the Guinean Excellence Award event on August 31st. It's going to be at the Hampton Conference Center. It's usually a pretty good event. So if people have time, I put the flyer in there. You can look up and check it out.
I have a quick question. So in terms of some of these events have you have to buy tickets, and if we are going as commissioners and there is a complimentary ticket, who do we communicate with so they can have our names on the list, or who have to purchase the ticket?
I think we did that during ethics, and because we have to we have to purchase the ticket so that we don't have an ethics issue. Because remember about, if the tickets are complimentary, we need to know what the value of the ticket is. So I think it's safe that as commissioners, we purchase the ticket if we're going to the event so that there'll be no issues of ethics.
Mr. Chair, can I?
Yes.
You can also reach out to me and let me know. Then if it is conflict, we can reach out to ethics to find out, because it is a value. I think it's $25. The ticket can't be more of certain rules and regulations. So if you have a concern, just reach out to me so I can reach out to ethics and we'll get you an answer.
Commissioner Atabong.
Real quickly as well, I've always been curious to know what the other ethnic commissions are doing. I feel like it's very important for us to be able to interact with the other commissions, to also, the other ethnic commissions, to kind of support their events and also to see how they're doing things as well. So is there any point in time that we as different commissions, are we ever going to be able to meet together, like have some kind of a generalized event where we can meet with the Latinos, the Middle Easterns, the Caribbean? Because the last time we all met was when we were first commissioned, and then that was it. But I would be really curious to know what the other commissions are doing, support them, and just kind of see how they do things as well.
Okay, Dr. Brown.
So, great question, Dr. Atabong. All of their meetings are public, just like ours, so we can join their meetings. We can find out what they're doing that way, and or if it's with the chair and the commission, we can set something up and start inviting so we can have conversation. As everybody should know, I'm the administrative director for 2 commissions. The Middle Eastern Commission is asking to meet with the African Affairs Commission, because we work so close and they want to be able to see what you're doing, so that I can make that particular one happen if I get permission from the chair. That can happen quickly. The other commissions, I just have to get with the administrative directors and see what we can do. But all of their meetings are on the GOSI website. You can see their meetings. You can participate that way and see all the events and things that they're going to.
Perfect. Thank you, Dr. Brown.
You're welcome.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Atabong. Any other business?
Yes, Mr. Chair, there is the business of reviewing the poster. I believe that's on the agenda as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I think Dr. Brown said that. Okay, go ahead, Dr. Brown.
Yes, okay, it was approved. Me and Cheryl talked to our chief of staff, so it was approved. So now we just got to do some edits that needed to be made. The picture I want to change. So just some final edits and getting that. So it should be ready to go. Let's follow up sometime next week, so.
Okay, sir. Thanks. Oh, also, Mr. Chair, I based on the volume of events, there's no shortage of events that takes place in the African diaspora community, events such as Independence Day. Liberia celebrated theirs a couple of days ago over the weekend. It was massive in different communities all over the country, certainly here in the DMV as well, specifically Maryland. But it would be fantastic. Maybe we could have a resource section on our official webpage where people can find out these Independence dates and also these various notable events that are being organized and coordinated on the grassroots. So at some point in time, we definitely don't want to delve into it today, but perhaps have a discussion about this. That would be fantastic.
Yeah, Dr. Brown, just one second. I think the thing with that is, there's this saying about motion and no movement, right? So we have to also be selective at the events that we push, because again, there has to be a value to those events. There are some events that really do not align with some of the things that we're doing. So I agree with you. It's that there has to be a place where people should be able to look at and say, okay, these are the events that are coming up. but I think it's something that will, the executive, the assistant director will discuss with the IT to figure it out. I don't think we, as our commission does not have an official web page, so I don't know how that will figure out with how they do things. But Dr. Brown, maybe you should take that.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. My suggestion would be that we started a newsletter with our communications. Maybe we can highlight them in the newsletter and use the social media. Our website is a little tight and outdated for us to keep adding certain things with the state, Tope. I hate to say it that way, but we just don't. It might be a more fruitful experience if we can share via social media and the newsletter that we created through the office.
Okay, Commissioner Wambui, I see your hand up, but let Cheryl comment. Cheryl, you had your hand up.
Yes, I was going to comment that we do have a web page, but then Dr. Brown saying it's better to go through the newsletter and the social media.
Yeah, okay, all right, thank you. Commissioner Wambui.
I wanted to highlight the question in the chat. I don't know if anybody saw that. From Teaching Artist Institute, the one on would establishing sister city initiatives in Africa be under this commission's umbrella? Dr. Brown? I don't know if anybody wants to take that. I know we met up with Sister City, some of the representatives at the Mandela Fellow event.
So it wouldn't, but that would be something that we have to take up on with the chair and see if it's something. But that is definitely more Secretary of State.
Yeah.
There's more Secretary of State's office that will be handling the sister cities. They work closely with them, but as you know, our chair have connections with everybody, so we'll just have to follow up and see how we'd be more supportive.
I would like to add on to that. That's a discussion on the agenda for the business conference. So it would be great for I don't know who asked the question to be a part of it, because it's more of how do you create a sister city relationship to drive economic growth. So I think it will be a foundation of a discussion, and to have that discussion there and follow up on it as well.
Okay, I mean, that's as Dr. Brown said, that's on the purview of the Secretary of State, and it's good that you invited them to discuss that. And I think that they're trying to make it more efficient, because I've been in conversations with that of Liberia. So, because one of the things I don't know if they've done an audit of the sister city to see whether it's producing the fruit that it was made to produce. So, and I know other places are also asking to be on it, but we'll have the Secretary of State and their delegate address that. So, but it's a good idea. But we can't take that on because it's already under their purview. So we'll just have to, see what they say. So thank you, Commissioner Maureen. Any other? Okay, Commissioner Taber.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair. I just wanted to bring to your attention, Mr. Chair, that speaking of sister state initiatives bearing fruit, we have an opportunity to engage with Ondo State government before the fall kicks in. So the details are they're still pending, but the high level is the health delegation looking to visit and see what they can achieve by way of capacity building in support of a new teaching hospital in the state. And I'm hoping that members of the health committee, the commissioners in the health committee, at the appropriate time will be available to engage with the delegation. But again, Mr. Chair, more details will be provided as they're available.
Thank you. I think also to make sure that Dr. Brown and Ms. Cheryl is copied as the time gets closer. Thank you. So it's 7:22, and I think I will start with my closing remark because that's the next order of business. Thank you, everybody, for participating. Thank you. Is Commissioner Shola in the meeting?
Yes, I'm here, and I'm sorry. I work a part-time job, so I'm just there right now, so I'm off camera.
No problem, no problem. Thank you. Just wanted to make sure. So, thank you everyone for participating. I know it's summer, a lot of people are on vacation. People that have kids are probably, getting ready for, going back to school and stuff. But I thank you everybody for participating. September is around the corner, as Dr. Brown said. We have to knock this out of the park. It has to be a home run. Because we have to deliver for the governor and also for our community. So please, as you contribute in your subcommittees, please make sure that the September event is critical and, and that we have to all contribute in to make that a success. As I said, I'll be calling everybody individually for you to tap into your network and see what you can do in order to help us raise the needed capital. Per the events that I already highlighted, the health events, as we get the flyer, please distribute, talk to your faith-based leaders. They are always a great anchor on disseminating information, and use your social media as well. Then on the business event, I believe that is also very important, and because again, we have to bring investments to the state and also help out some of our people that are trying to open their new businesses and get to know the resources that the state has. So we'll continue to push the agenda of the commission and also for the state, and I pray and hope that that you should be energized, and we need everything that you can get. If you need Energizer boosters, we will try to get it for you because we need all of you, as Dr. Atabong said, between this August and September, for you to be really, really engaged. Please, let's get everything done, and so that we can walk around with the community with our heads held high, that we've done our own part. So please attend the events, at least 2 or 3 events, so that because that's one of the ways that we can show that we're engaged in the community. So thank you everybody for joining today. I would like to ask for motion to adjourn the meeting.
Motion to adjourn.
I second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
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 I know nobody is opposed. All right, so meeting is so adjourned.
Good job. Thank you,
Have a great
Commissioner.
evening.
Thank you,
Good
Mr.
night,
Chair.
everyone. Thank you.
Have a
Thank you.
good evening, everybody.
Have a pleasant one.